Hey, what's going on out there, folks? Rooster here in Tennessee with another video for you today. Doing a video day on one of my favorite amplifiers of all time. That's right, definitely one of my favorites. Bang for buck, toughness, all around performance, and just a dang good amp for its time. And if you find one in good shape, still a dang good amp for its time today. It's Power Deluxe 35A base station power supply. They were labeled as several different things, Boomer 500, Superstar 550, I think, or 500, something like that. They are a 4-transistor amp, 41446s more times than not. I do believe that some of the older ones had 455s or something in them, but don't mark me down on that. Most of them that I've seen have had 1446s. Now, I haven't had the lids off this one. Haven't had a reason to. I'll show you how it turns on. Basically, if the power switch isn't on over here, you're just running the power supply. Okay, so that's just that's the amplifier side over here on the left. Power supply side's over here on the right. We'll turn it off. Every time I turn it on, I hit that on, reset, and then hit the amplifier section. I don't know if you have to hit the reset button, but I always do. Maybe you don't. But anyway, that's how the amp power is on. They run super quiet, and when I tell you folks that these amps take an absolute beating, I mean these amps take an absolute beating. I've ran these things back when we used to argue and fight locally. I ran these things until they would get so hot over here. I mean, you would think the thing was going to catch on fire. They'd get so hot. And that's not an exaggeration. Love these amps. Almost tempting for me to keep this one. The only problem that I've seen with this one is the preamp may or may not work. You just saw it kick on a second ago. I think it's about shot. Maybe the switch might be shot in it, honestly, because it's pretty loose feeling. Oh, there it goes right there. It turned on. I don't know if it's working or not. Let's see. Hell, I bet it's working. Hello. Okay, it's semi-working. When it does kick on, so it's in the switch. It's got to be. See if we can make it kick back on again. That switch is about shot. Anyway, the preamp itself works. It made the receive meter jump up to about 4 or 5 S units, I think. Yeah, a little bit over 3 with it on. Barely anything with it off. So the preamp works, the switch is bad. So keep that in mind. The switch may or may not work. Let's do an output test on it. We're going to drive it with this old Gump 29 doing about 35-40 watts. Stock final, limited edition 29. We're just going to use a 500 watt slug. I think that'll be enough. And we'll test it on high for average power, and then we'll go on peak and we'll test it on low, medium, and high to give you a full spectrum of what it does. It's off, peak kit's off. We're looking at the middle scale, keying about 45 watts. Audio. Shallow. Audio. You see I yell in it just right, and it goes up to about 175. Keying 40, swinging 160 to 175 watts. Average. Let's go to peak. We'll start out on high. Still on high. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hello, audio. Right at close to 500, but we won't call it 500. That's probably about 480. 475, 480, something like that. Let's go to low. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Audio. About 375 on low. Go to medium. Audio test. This is medium. Audio. So between 4 and 450 on medium. that's it. Again, this thing's almost tempting for me to keep, to use like as a driver or something like that. It's bad to the bone. Yes, it's a Palomar. It was a mass-produced amplifier, but when I tell you that these things are tough, I mean they're tough. Never blown one up on the linear section. The power supplies in the past, I wouldn't say that they're prone to failure, but if anything's going to go, it's going to be the 35 amp power supply. The amplifier will not go in it, from what I've seen. It will take an absolute beating. But that's it. This one's for sale, guys. Again, issue, the preamp switch may or may not work when you get it. I demonstrated that the preamp does work if we can get the switch to work, and you can see it kicks on sometimes it don't. This will make somebody one killer amp. If you run it by itself, if that's all the power you're looking for, you'll have yourself a killer amp. And if you're looking for like a driver to do what this one does, I think you'll have a real reliable driver. You guys enjoy the video, and I appreciate all the business, comments, likes, even the dislikes. We appreciate them too. I catch you guys out there. Enjoy the video, and catch you guys on the band. 73s. Bye-bye.